Y'all, y'all. Before we even get into this, hi, I'm Riva, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me along this journey of becoming a profitable trader in the foreign exchange market. And y'all, earlier this week, I would have put a video out on like my first week of trading on this 5K challenge. Let's just say it's been better than last week, but we still let's get into it. So I only had trades on GA this week. I took 12 trades for the total of this week. That's because I was taking like 2 or 3 trades two or three entries per trade, right? And the first trade was Monday the 2nd? I think Monday was the 2nd. We had a demand zone being created right here on the 2nd. Price broke minor structure right there. As you can see, the little break of structure line. We had a gap in the mark in that move. So for me, that was high probability according to the strategy that I take, which is supply and demand. And that gap was filled. So it says here, excuse me, that I took 3 entries. I took entries though waiting on the break of this candle here. The close actually, not just the break. And we'll get to that in the end, but this was a 1-to-1. I don't know why I had my stops all the way down there. I guess I was just being precaution. It was like a precaution. But yeah, 14 pip move. We made about 9 and 8 is 17. It's about $17-18 off of that trade. That was our first trade for the week. See, I was like, okay, this week started off pretty well. And then we had a trade on Tuesday. So I took this trade off of this demand zone. I think it was a demand zone on like the 15-minute as well. But my trading plan is always to wait for the close of the candle after the rejection candle. I know most people who trade the similar strategy with me, they wait for the break of the candle, but I realized that I prefer to wait for the close of that candle. And if the candle moved too far, then that's okay. Like, I'll just let the trade go. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I could zoom in close enough, but it was really between these 2 candles right here, right? Y'all. I even went in on MT5 to look to see like what the close of the candle was on each, and it was like a 0.00001 pip between the 2 candles. And yo, I should not have gotten in on that candle. I was like, hey man, this candle could go down. It in fact did not go down, but it did stop me out. That was a 13 pip move in itself, and I think I took 3 trades on that one as well. So I lost about $17, which is basically almost the profit that I had already made for the week. And as you can see here, I made little notes as I was going back through them. I think I had a bit of FOMO as well. I was like, wait, Thursday, let's think better for Thursday. So today is Thursday actually, so you'll probably see this tomorrow. But let's go to Thursday's trade. On Thursday, we had this demand zone being created right here. Right? We had this demand zone being created, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's try the break of the candle instead of waiting for the candle to close. And this is why I am going to stick to waiting for the the close, instead of waiting for the break of the candle. I got in, I think you can see this first one here. I got in on the break of this rejection candle here. Right? I got in on that. And where's the undo button? Okay. So I actually got in here. Right? On this candle here, on this doji here, because I saw the break of this candle here. It's on my MT4. I don't think it's showing up too much on TradingView. But I'm like, okay, let's do it. Yeah. Immediately. Like, that joint was like, oh, really? Okay. We're going in the other way. So that stopped me out. And then I was still watching it. And I watched this zone get invalidated. But I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll still take it because it didn't close outside of the candle. Outside of the zone. So we'll still give it, a little bit of room. So I got in on the close of this candle here, as long as it was, as long as it closed above the rejection candle. So we got in basically right here on this bullish candle here. I put stops right below this when I actually should have put my stops right down here, not just below the zone but below the rejection candle. And we got stopped out of this trade. On both of these I took 3 entries. However, with this second trade, first of all, let's talk about my TP. Y'all. Look at that. That was literally like half a pip away from my TP. And so when I saw price going in that direction, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just put my stops to break even and let the trade ride or whatever. Yo, I put my phone down, and you know what? I actually screen recorded it. So I'm gonna insert the screen recording. But by the time I look at it, it stopped me out at break even. So for those 3 trades, I made like 38 cents. Nothing on one, I think like negative 13 cents. Yeah. negative 13 cents on one trade. And so that was my week. And then actually, I took a little revenge trade on this candle right here. I'm like, man, this trade gotta go up. No, actually, I took it on this. No, I took it on this one here. I'm like, this trade gotta go up. Got in again, put stops right below it, and it stopped me out. So that one was a negative $8.26, which brings our total loss this week to $36.59. The challenge drawdown is at 257.91, which is like a minus 5.14 drawdown in total of the account. I have some faith in next week. But what I did learn this week, because the 5%ers that I'm doing this challenge with, they have this trading plan that you can download from their hub, and for each week you can make comments on your trades, your insights and stuff like that. So I realized that I'm able to identify good zones of like supply and demand, high probability ones, low probability ones, but I need to be a bit quicker at calculating like my TP and my stop loss and my lot size too, because I trade currencies but I also trade indices, and obviously the result from an indice and a currency, there's going to be some difference in it. I also realized too that I'm more confident when I wait for the close of the candle rather than the break of the candle. So that's what I'm going to be holding on to next week. I'm still, I'm still good with, even though we were in a loss this week, but I did get a bit emotional. I did have some FOMO. I had some revenge trading. I think I was a bit underconfident this week as well. So next week we got to work on being more confident and calculating our TP and our stop loss and all of that before we even take the trade, So thanks for watching. I hope you continue to stick along with me in this journey. Let me know, how was your trading week? Tomorrow is NFP, so I won't be trading, so I'll see you guys next week.